Top 10 Most Dangerous Prisons in the World. Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. If you're new here, welcome, and consider subscribing to my channel and click that little bell notification below. Prisons are for criminals, and those criminals can sometimes change the whole prison system. That is why prison violence is a daily occurrence in penitentiaries. Some attacks can be impulsive and spontaneous, or they can be well-planned and premeditated. On the other hand, some prisons are dangerous in how the prisoners are treated. So, without wasting more time, let's get into the content. Number 10. Gitarama Central Prison, Rwanda. Gitarama, the world's most overcrowded prison, houses over 7,000 inmates in a facility that holds only 400. It's well known for the horrible conditions and incidences of violence. Because of the extreme overcrowding, the men and women housed here are forced to stand barefoot on the filthy ground all day, causing their feet to rot. Many eventually require amputations, but with only one full-time doctor on staff, most prisoners cannot receive the care they need, so around a half dozen inmates die per year. Number 9. La Santé Prison, France. This prison is known for being such a brutal place that many inmates have committed suicide while serving their sentences there. In 1999, 124 prisoners committed suicide. The prison is so violent that the prisoners are only allowed to leave their cells for 4 hours per day. The prison system also creates a hierarchical structure in which some prisoners are more powerful than others, and the conditions for the weaker prisoners are worse. Number 8. La Sabanita Prison, Venezuela. This is also one of the most lawless and violent places on the planet. 3,700 inmates are crammed into a facility designed for only 700 prisoners. Because the guard-to-inmate ratio is 1 to 50, enforcing order is nearly impossible. Gangs overrun the prison cells, making it a hellhole run by bloodthirsty and violent gangs. 200 prisoners were openly killed here by guards in 1995. Number 7. Equatorial Guinea, Black Beach Prison, Malabo. Hundreds of prisoners in Equatorial Guinea are imprisoned for years on end with no access to their lawyers or families. Most people have not been seen or heard from since entering the prison walls, and their relatives are unsure whether they're alive or dead. If you're one of the unfortunate few sentenced to Black Beach Prison, you should be prepared for overcrowding, chronic disease, malnutrition, guard brutality, and torture. Number 6. Bang Kwang Prison, Thailand. The Bang Kwang Maximum Security Prison houses a large number of foreign prisoners. Inmates are crammed into small cells, and death row inmates are frequently dragged off to their execution with as little as 2 hours' notice. They wear shackles for the first 3 months of their sentences. All prisoners are sentenced to at least 25 years in prison. The prison has no running water, a shaky sewage system, and is severely overcrowded. This place is famous for inflicting brutal mental and physical torture on inmates. Number 5. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, California. Alcatraz Prison is one of the most terrifying and well-known prisons in the world. Inmates who are causing problems in other prisons are transferred to Alcatraz. You cannot escape due to its location in the middle of San Francisco Bay's frigid waters and strong currents. However, some prisoners have attempted to flee. They were all unsuccessful, and the majority of them were apprehended. Some drowned, while others were simply listed as missing. Number 4. Tadmor Military Prison, Syria. Torturing prisoners by dragging them on the ground is a well-known practice. The abuse, torture, and inhumane treatment meted out within the walls of this jail have left it with an infamous legacy that will not be easily forgotten. Prisoners were tortured by being dragged to death or cut up with an axe. On June 27, 1980, Defense Forces massacred an estimated 1,000 prisoners in a single indiscriminate sweep. Number 3. ADX Florence Supermax Facility, Colorado. This houses the most dangerous terrorists in America. A Supermax prison provides more custody and surveillance than a maximum security prison. It's known for housing some of history's most heinous criminals, earning it the reputation of being one of America's toughest prisons. As of July 2021, ADX is escape-proof and houses 344 prisoners. Inmates are kept in solitary confinement for 23 hours, and are constantly monitored. Number 2. Black Dolphin Prison, Russia. Black Dolphin Prison is a Russian correctional facility that houses Russia's most heinous offenders, including serial killers, terrorists, rapists, cannibals, and pedophiles. Guards transport prisoners between buildings by bending them over, holding their chained wrists behind their backs, and blindfolding them to prevent escape attempts or assaults on prison personnel. Inmates are only allowed 90 minutes of exercise per day and cannot lie down or even sit on their bunks during their 16-hour shifts. Number 1. Carandiru Penitentiary, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Carandiru Penitentiary was closed due to a massacre that occurred there in 2002. It has since been the subject of numerous films and studies. The event exposed the institution's appalling cruelty to the rest of the world. Even before the massacre, slaughter and chaos were raging within. At least 1 out of every 5 inmates had HIV, and some claimed that prisoners were subjected to surgery without anesthesia. The facility was a hotbed of suffering and torture when it was operational. So that's all for today's video. If you made it this far, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more awesome content. Thanks for watching.